Hello everyone and welcome to Barca News. It's August 9, 2022 and Barcelona have activated their fourth economic lever. Also, Barcelona's legal department has informed the board of directors that they have found criminality in the renewal of 4 of their players. And Barcelona are currently preparing an offer to sign Manchester City's midfielder Bernardo Silva. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, my name is Mo and I created this channel so it can be a one-stop shop for all Barcelona fans where they can come here and get the latest news in regards to Barcelona. Whether it be transfer rumors, injury updates, post-match analysis, or anything else, you will find it here. So I invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Now before we begin with the news, I would like to apologize if it's a little bit difficult to understand me. I had oral surgery earlier today, so I have a lot of swelling and pain in my mouth. So I will try my best to be as clear as possible because the news does not care and will not stop because I had oral surgery. So here I am giving you all the news and updates in regards to Barcelona. Now I'll begin with the news that the club has activated their fourth economic lever with the sale of 24.5% of Barca Studios to the company GDA Luma for a total of 100 million euros. Now Barcelona will be using this money to register the 5 new signings, which are Frank Kessie, Andreas Christensen, Rafinha, Robert Lewandowski and Jules Koundé, and to register the new contract renewals, which are Ousmane Dembélé and Sergi Roberto. Now Barcelona will continue to work on some salary reduction in order to ensure the registration of all of the players ahead of their first official La Liga match that will take place on August 13 against Rayo Vallecano at the Camp Nou. Now on to the breaking news that Barcelona's legal department has informed the board of directors that they have found some criminality in the renewal of the contracts of Piqué, Clement Lenglet, Marc ter Stegen and Frenkie de Jong. Now, as you might remember, the previous president, Josep Maria Bartomeu, 7 days before he resigned, he renewed the contracts of Gerard Piqué until 2024, Marc ter Stegen until 2025, Clement Lenglet and Frenkie de Jong until 2026. Now, in this renewal, Bartomeu negotiated a salary deferral that saved the club 18 million euros. However, it doubled the salaries of Marc ter Stegen, Frenkie de Jong and Clement Lenglet, and it will cost the club in the long run 311 million euros. Yes, you heard that right. Josep Maria Bartomeu saved the club 18 million euros during that financial year, but cost the club in total 311 million euros. Now this goes to show what kind of president Josep Maria Bartomeu was. He saved the club 18 million euros, so the financial books for the last year that he was president looked good, but in the long run cost the club 311 million euros, which is money that the club did not have, and he knew that the club did not have that money because it was his fault in the first place that the club was in that position to begin with. Because make no mistake, it's 100% Josep Maria Bartomeu's fault that the club is currently in financial ruin. Now Bartomeu tried to excuse Barcelona's financial situation by blaming it on the pandemic, but it's not the pandemic's fault that Barcelona owes $1.5 billion. It's Bartomeu's fault with all the overspending and mismanagement that he did when he was president. Because Bartomeu liked to give out exorbitant salaries to players, he handed out exorbitant bonuses for every little thing. He spent over 400 million euros signing Dembélé, Griezmann and Coutinho, and he paid reporters hundreds of thousands of euros so they can make his opposition look bad and make him look good in the press. In fact, when Joan Laporta and his board of directors took over the club, they conducted an audit that found several contracts worth millions of euros that until today, we don't know what those contracts for. We don't know where that money went. And Barcelona has given all that audit paperwork to the prosecutor's office so they can continue their investigation and hopefully charge Bartomeu and his band of criminals, aka his board of directors. Now when we thought that all the damage that Bartomeu had done to the club was over, we were completely wrong, and now Barcelona's legal department has informed the board of directors that they have found criminality in the renewal of the contracts of those 4 players. Now Barcelona has informed the 4 players involved of the criminality in their contracts and has asked them to go back to their former contracts, the contracts they had prior to the renewal. Now, Gerard Piqué has informed Barcelona that he will be completely canceling his contract. He doesn't want to keep his current contract. He doesn't want to go back to the former contract. He doesn't want anything to do with any contracts that were signed by Bartomeu. He wants to completely cancel his contract with Barcelona and wants to negotiate a new contract with the current administration. Now, Barcelona will issue him a new contract under the new strict pay scale that will see no player earn more than 10 million euros. Now, this goes to show our captain Gerard Piqué's commitment and sacrifice for the club to try to help out Barcelona as much as possible in our biggest hour of need. Now, Marc-andre has informed the club today that he was willing to sit down with the club directors to try to negotiate a solution out of this problem, and both Frenkie de Jong and Clement Lenglet have completely refused to take any action, and they're refusing to go back to their old contracts. Now, if these players continue their refusal, Barcelona will have to take these players to court, and if a judge sides with Barcelona, then these players would have to go back to their old contracts and they would have to return all the extra money that they made of the illegal contract renewals that Bartomeu handed them. Now, Barcelona wants to avoid this, and they want to avoid any legal battles and taking their own players to court, so they will try to negotiate a solution with these players. But a solution must be found because these contracts are illegal and potentially criminal. So this not only implicates the players, but it also implicates the club. So a solution has to be found as soon as possible. Now, Bartomeu has decided to excuse himself by saying that La Liga approved these contract renewals, and he is not wrong. Javier Tebas did approve these contract renewals. So if Barcelona decides to present the evidence of the criminality in these contracts to the prosecutor's office, they could include La Liga as a culprit in this whole fiasco. Now, this brings up a very interesting point that when Bartomeu was president, Javier Tebas was very quick to approve any contract renewals, any new signings, any extensions, or players' registration, despite Bartomeu running the club to the ground, overspending and mismanaging the club. But now that Joan Laporta is in charge of the club and he's doing things the right way, Javier Tebas is very quick to deny Laporta any new signings or any registration of players, and he's making it as hard as possible for Barcelona to sign new players and register them. Now, speaking of contract cancellation, Sergio Busquets has informed Barcelona that he too will be canceling his contract, despite his contract not being implicated in this whole fiasco. Now, Sergio Busquets has informed Barcelona that just like Piqué, he wants nothing to do with any contract signed by Bartomeu. So he has decided to completely cancel his contract with Barcelona, and his representatives met with the club today to try to negotiate a new contract that the new board will issue him under the new strict pay scale that Joan Laporta implemented at the club. Now, this also goes to show the huge commitment of our second captain, Sergio Busquets, to Barcelona and his sacrifice in trying to help out the club as much as possible in his biggest hour of need. Now, speaking of salary reduction, I previously reported that Sergio Roberto had agreed to renew his contract by accepting a huge salary cut. Now, I initially reported that the salary cut was worth 40%, but it's now been revealed that Sergio Roberto actually accepted a 70% salary reduction. Now, he did agree to receive more variables, which means the more he plays, the more money he will make. But that also goes to show the huge sacrifice that our third captain, Sergio Roberto, did by accepting a 70% salary cut, which is a lot, in order to help out the club in its biggest hour of need. Now, on to the news that Barcelona might be getting a big discount in the signing of Bernardo Silva if Silva puts pressure on Manchester City and talks to Pep Guardiola to let them know that he wants to go to Barcelona. Now, Barcelona are currently trying to figure out Frenkie de Jong's situation and the fair play rules situation, but once they figured everything out and they give the green light to Bernardo Silva, then he will go ahead and make the moves to facilitate his transfer from Manchester City to Barcelona. Now, Barcelona are expecting that they could get Bernardo Silva for around 50 to 60 million euros, which is a lot less than the 80 to 85 million euros that Manchester City were initially asking for. Now, on to the news that Juventus are still interested in signing Memphis Depay, and they are offering the Dutch forward a 2-year contract with a much higher salary than he currently receives at Barcelona. Now, Depay has informed Barcelona, who have been trying to offload him during this whole summer transfer window, that he will only leave the club if he receives an offer from a top club and a high salary as well. Now, in regards to Juventus, Depay considers it a very attractive offer because he likes their new sporting project. However, his salary expectations are complicating his move to the Italian club. Now, if Barcelona cannot reach an agreement with Juventus and the player, they will consider issuing Depay the letter of freedom, allowing him to leave as a free agent. Now, Depay is not the only player that Barcelona are considering issuing the letter of freedom. They're also considering issuing it to Martin Braithwaite and Samuel Umtiti. Now, speaking of departure, it's reported that Nico has finalized his move to Valencia on the loan until the summer of 2023. Now, Nico was supposed to be Sergio Busquets' replacement in the center midfield position. However, with Xavi's decision to keep Miralem Pjanic as a Busquets substitute, the club has decided to loan out Nico so he can continue his growth and development. Now, Nico had several offers from several clubs that he was considering. However, he received a personal call from Valencia's coach, Genaro Gattuso, that convinced him to make the move to Valencia. Now, this is strictly a loan for 1 year until 2023 with no option to buy. Now, Nico will begin much needed playing time with Valencia so he can come back next summer ready to take over Busquets' position, who will most likely be leaving the club in the summer of 2023. Now, Nico has agreed to extend his contract by one more year until 2025 prior to his departure to Valencia. Now, Nico's not the only player that Valencia are interested in. It's reported that Valencia are also interested in taking the Moroccan player Abde as a loan. Now, Xavi was hoping to use Abde on a senior team. However, with the arrival of Rafinha and with the renewal of Dembele's contract, Abde will not be getting any playing minutes next season, so the club have decided to send him out on loan. So it seems that Valencia are very interested in signing Abde, and this will also most likely be a straight loan with no option to buy. Now, another player that will be going out on loan during this summer is Alex Collado. Now, La Masia graduate was hoping to find a spot on the senior team. However, with the arrival of several of the new signings, Alex Collado has found himself once again without a spot on the senior team. So he has requested from Barcelona to send him out on loan so he can have some playing time. Now, there are several clubs interested in Alex Collado, including Granada, where he just came back from loan from, and also Real Betis, Girona, Olympiacos from Athens, and several other clubs. So we will have to see where this young promising talent will end up during this summer transfer window. Well, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.